Before we begin, I just want to thank you, the viewer, and our Patreons for helping support what we do here at this channel. So Annie, Aronath, Chemistrel, Christopher, David, Jelly, Michael, and Travis, thank you so much for your support financially. And thank you, viewer, for watching this video. It helps make this thing possible. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do this thing. Hello everybody, Brian here, and today we're doing an updated Summoner controller guide and pretty much skills overview. Patch 4.1 brought in some changes, some well-needed changes to Summoner, and I thought it would be better just to cover these all in one video rather than breaking them out into individual videos. To start, we're going to talk about our controller layout. Then we're going to go into each individual skill and really kind of focus in on what's changed about them and give you the information that you need to know. As always, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if there's anything that I might have missed. That way I can make sure that I cover it in a future video. So for my controller layout, not much has changed, thankfully, but some really key points have changed. First, we actually got the spell Sustain back. This is a huge win for Summoners and Scholars. Previously, this is where Ruin 1 went. Ruin 1, 2, 3, and essentially 4 were all kind of broken up, and they didn't really have any kind of upgrade path. But Ruin 1 becomes Ruin 3 now, and Ruin 3's had its MP reduction, so that means that I've freed up one space, which was perfect because Sustain is a great ability, so I've kind of put it here where my Ruin 1 used to be. Ruin 2 and Ruin 3 retained their original positions, and this has been really helpful, especially when in Dreadworm stance, but we'll go ahead and cover that here a little bit more. I've also moved Addle, which essentially is a cross-roll ability. You can take any specific ability that you want, and I've replaced it with Tribind. Tribind used to be in this position, but because of the change to Tribind, I want to make sure that I keep this accessible very easily so that I can fire this off as much as possible. But with that, let's go ahead and cover the different abilities that have changed with this patch. First, you're going to notice obviously your actions and traits have completely been grouped together. This is a huge win in my opinion. But to cover the summon abilities, you have Summon 1, Summon 2, and Summon 3. These have all had their cast time reduced in half and the MP cost reduction. This is great if you get knocked down, but I'd recommend maybe not trying to have that as a goal, but this allows you to be able to get back in the fight much faster rather than having to wait around. I'm still going to pair this with Swiftcast if it's up, but it's nice to know that I don't need to have to really wait extra long if for some reason I've used Swiftcast on another ability. One of the big changes is to Tribind. Tribind is just an ability and it's fairly underused. It's a AoE bind ability with a little bit of damage. So this deals unexpected damage with a potency of 30 to the target and all nearby enemies to it. However, when under the effective Dreadworm stance, this removes the bind effect and increases the potency to 70 and also reduces the MP cost. So you get a 100 potency AoE ability with a reduced MP cost. Ruin 3 has had its MP reduction cost cut drastically. It also auto-upgrades from Ruin 1, so it becomes your main Ruin spell. And while under the effect of Dreadworm Trance, it has no cast time. This makes you increasingly mobile. The downside is that Bahamut still likes to be very tethered to you, so just keep that in mind when you're running around popping off Ruin 3s like a madman. But for the most part, this is a great change to this ability. Ruin 4 has become an instacast ability which is upgraded from Ruin 2 whenever the further Ruin effect is applied. This is really quite wonderful, especially under the Dreadworm Trance effect where you can be popping off Ruin 3s with no cast time, Ruin 4 procs, and you're able to pop off one of those as well. The ability Aether Pact has had its recast time increased from 90 seconds to 120 seconds. Devotion has had some big changes too. This is the ability that is triggered off of Aether Pact. It used to be single target, but now it's got a 30 yalm radius, and it's going to buff everybody by 2%, as well as healing and magic potencies for 5%. This is a huge change and very well needed. Devotion was very difficult to manage pre this update. This is going to be a great update for you because using it doesn't matter now who your pet is closest to. I can say I'm pretty satisfied with the changes that they made to Summoner. I feel way more mobile, I feel way more competitive. I'd still love to see some stuff with Bahamut, but that's just me. I'm sure that there's probably other summoners out there who can agree as well. These were some really well needed changes and I'm happy to see them made. But anyway, for Work to Game, my name's Brian. Thanks so much for watching this video and I hope to see you on my next. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic week and take care.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Brian, you think there's anywhere they could catch us in the meantime?
Right now, Chris, we're probably on Twitch. If it's probably in the afternoon, it could be you. Sometimes you see my face. And we also found this random guy, named Kevin on the street somewhere.
I accidentally left my password written on the side of my car.
Oh man, that was really a big mistake. But guys, we really appreciate it if you guys hit the link in the description below for our Twitch page. We love to see you over there. And you can even subscribe to us over on Twitch.
If you're Amazon Prime, that could even be free.
Oh my gosh, what a deal.
Well, cool. Well, thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.